hello, and welcome to this video. I just want to thank all of those who have left so many great comments and feedback on my last video for this vlog. I really appreciated it, and it gave me the encouragement to do this next one. And I'm very excited about this one because it's just, I just think it's so applicable to each and every one of us, especially if you're a woman. So if you're a woman, listen up, because I think we're all, I could say, guilty of doing this. So it's inspired by a friend that I talked with yesterday who called me, and we were talking, and she just shared with me how she's just been going through so much and she's in overwhelm. She's stressed out, you know, everything's going on crazy. She can't keep up. Her to-do list just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Nothing seems to be getting accomplished. Like, she's running around in circles. And she just confided, and she said, "Carrie, all I want to do is go in a corner, sit down, and just cry. But I can't do that because it's not on my to-do list. And if I do that, then I'm not going to get this done and that, you know, and it's just this vicious cycle." So as I've been thinking about that, this story came to mind that a mentor of mine shared, Greg Habstritt, who's been an amazing mentor to me, and he shared this, and I'm going to use it as the framework for this analogy, and then I've put in my own embellishments so we can really understand and get it deep and apply it. So let's visualize that we're in our car and we're driving down the road, and we see this kid on a bike. And he's struggling, and he's pumping, and just all this effort to make the bike go. And we're kind of curious because it's like a flat road, so I'm not real sure he's not going uphill or anything. He's just on this flat road, but all this energy is being exerted to get this bike going. And as he gets a little closer to us, because we're sitting at a stoplight, we notice that the back tire is flat. Well, duh, right? No wonder he's having to struggle and pump and kick, and stand up and get this bike moving because the back tire's flat. Well, as we look even closer, we notice that on the back of the bike, there's this little black bag that says, "Fix a Flat Kit." What? Like, he can fix the flat? It's right there on his bike, and he is pursuing to just struggle and pump and use all his energy to get this bike going. Obviously, our first thought is going to be like, this kid is stupid. Like, why doesn't he stop and fix the tire? And then he'd be able to go so much faster, right? Well, yeah, it's easy to point the finger and see that in other people. But how about in ourselves? How many of us are riding around with a flat tire because we think we're going faster? We think that if we stop and take the time to get off the bike and fix it, that it's going to put us behind. It's going to slow us up, and then we're never going to be able to catch up. How many of us really, really are doing that? Me. Hello, I'm a super doer. I should say I was a super doer. Super doer, like, let me do, and I can't stop, and do, and the more I do, the more I'm worth, the farther I'm getting, right? Last year, it finally hit me that I was not only riding on a bike with a flat tire, but it had like 2 flat tires, a totally broken frame. I wasn't even going in the straight direction. And I finally was able to look at this bike and go, I can't even pick this thing up off the ground anymore, right? So I had to stop, and I had to fix my bike. In fact, I had to rehaul the whole thing, but that's a whole nother story. So what I want to do is just have you kind of look at your life. And where are you riding around on a flat tire because you think that if you stop and fix it, you're going to lose the race? As I was pondering this, I found this scripture. It's a really cool one. It's right here. Here are my scriptures. And it's in Psalms chapter 37, verse 7, and it says, "Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way." I love this scripture because for me, I've had to wait patiently for the Lord and find rest in him. You know, I've had my own timeline, my own time frame of when I think things should happen, and I've been running and chasing after them, and guess what? They're still not happening. And I need to rest, and I need to wait that the Lord will bring it to me in the right time. And the second half is awesome. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. How many times do we look at somebody else And we see what they've accomplished and we see what they've done. And then they're like, you know, even in courses, right? They give us this course of how they did this. And so we think, okay, if I just do this course, okay, if I do the next course, okay, if I do this. And you keep chasing after their prosperity, their timeline, thinking that it's going to then manifest ours. I love that because I think so many of us, especially women, right, we are not willing to give ourselves permission to sit in the corner and just cry. We don't give ourselves permission to just put down that to-do list and sit on the couch and be with us or be with our children or be with our spouse. So I want to challenge you to just really take a look at, are you riding around with a flat tire? Maybe 2 flat tires, maybe a broken frame. And then give yourself permission to stop and fix the flat. And how do you do that? How do you do that? Knowing all along, like that Fix the Flat kit was on the back of the bike? Well, how you fix what you need is already inside of you. You already have it. Just may not know quite how to access it or how to use it. So one thing that I do every day now is that I sit quietly for a few minutes and I just rest. I don't do anything. I don't write anything. I don't know who's at my door. Hold on. Okay, so sorry about that interruption. That was a man wanting to aerate the yard. Anyway, what I was saying, I think I'm a little distracted, is how do we stop and fix the flat tire? Knowing all along that Fix the Flat kit was in the back of the boy's bike, how we fix our flat is already within us. We already have that within us. So what I do is 20 minutes each morning after I wake up is I will set a timer, literally set a timer for 20 minutes, and I will just be still. And I'll just let my mind go and I'll visualize being in one of my favorite places, which is the beach, the ocean, and I hear the waves and I can feel the wind and watch the birds, going in and out of the waves. And I just really get still and let my mind kind of open up, my heart open up. And that's, for me, one of the best ways I've found to fix my flat tire. So you can call it meditation. Meditate for 20 minutes and get in touch with who I really am and to be still and to take that time to stop out of our busy day to rest and recharge. So for some of you, that's going to be really hard. 20 minutes is going to be really long. So just start with 5. Start with 5 minutes and then work up to the 20. And just see if taking that time to stop and fix your flat tire makes a difference. Because for me, it's made a huge difference in my life. And trust that you are exactly where you need to be. You are doing exactly what you need to be doing. And things are happening exactly as they need to happen for you to reach your dreams and to win your race in your timing. So with that, I just want to give you all the very best. May daily miracles and blessings be yours, especially as you take the time to stop and fix your flat tire.